Welcome everyone to the first part of a two-part series of What If Revenge of the Island instead of having oh yeah, I forgot this on Gen 1 tier list. Instead of having Gen 2 with like Mike and Zoe, etc. What if they had the cast that didn't make Allstars? Now, I excluded Jeff and Owen from this list because they both get the shiny redonkulous race. And we started laughing in the background. This is my brother, but they both have redonkulous race to shine, and Noah probably needs more like character development. Yeah, and also Jeff literally makes the finale in that, so I'm not letting him in. So yeah, bigger, badder, and brutaler. So the ship with the yacht. Instead, all of these contestants, they're on one side of the plane being separated. Now, Owen and Jeff, they both have a diving competition off they accidentally, and Owen jumps off the boat, which somehow pulls Jeff in. Don't ask how, but yeah. And then Chris coincidentally also blows half of the backside of the yacht up, which is where the All-Star contestants are, excluding Katie and Sadie and Blaney. She's not here, and these two are just there because Chris didn't want them. So yeah, these two are not on the season because of that. It's all these people who are going into the season. So yeah, so Chris does like the usual shit and all that. So I'll just start immediately with the race, since there's not really much of a need for the water scene, because all these guys can swim. We remember DJ's able to. Yeah, no one really here would have a problem swimming, but so Chris begins. I'm just gonna skip time into the race. There's not really much need for interactions. Maybe like, hold on, wait. So instantly I feel like, no, not DJ. These four being in the Drama Brothers probably, or at least are like a bit of friends. So these four make an alliance together. Hold on. So yeah, these four have an alliance. I feel like Eva, it would be a really fun interaction if we saw these two talk, like DJ's helping Eva calm down or something like that, like with anger management issues. And DJ does a test with pulling Bridget aside, which gets Eva to try beating her ass up because, like, I don't know why she's had beef with her when she got her out, not Bridget. It makes no sense. So yeah. So yeah, that's how that goes out. Or like, forgot Trent and Justin. But Izzy's being crazy. Tyler's trying to flex right now or something like that. And the Beth is just so lonely. Noah's reading a book because Owen isn't here to help him. He doesn't really care about Team Scope. Zeke's, let's just say that Zeke was like, Chris was forced to send Zeke to sorry about that. Something happened. Oh my god, what the fuck was that noise? So sorry about that, but Zeke, let's just say that Chris was forced to send Zeke to a rehabilitation. What the fuck? A rehabilitation zone. So he can come back in general like that. So Chris was forced to do that, or else he had to pay like 10 million or something like that, because literally he turned a human feral. So we're gonna say he's not feral anymore, and he's keeping his mouth shut this time. Just alone. Izzy's loaning it. LaShawn doesn't really know much people, so she's probably just talking to Bridget or DJ. But DJ's with Eva right now. It's probably, these two are probably talking. Let's start the race. Okay, there are 3 people in mind that I feel like would get first. Actually, probably these 4. We know these 5 because ignore Cody. But Eva. Yeah, we can all explain that. Tyler's a jock. He probably has some speed in there. Izzy's fucking crazy. And these two, get the fuck out of here, Cody. these two in the sports challenge for TDA got the highest, meaning they probably have at least some type of more speed compared to like the others here. So I don't think these two are beating these three. Tyler probably fucking like falls on his face, like he's in the lead, and then he falls on his face, causing him to trip. And he was about to make it, but then Izzy fucking like explodes some shit and makes it in front of Eva, making Izzy first, Eva second. Then Tyler just crawls his way through the finish line. Oh, yeah, first make the teams. I kind of forgot what the teams were. Oh, it's Toxic Rats. And wait, wasn't this? Oh, no, that's not the finale shit. Cool. Alright. And the Mutant Maggots. I'm pretty sure it was Joe who made it first. And she was originally on Mutant Maggots. So Izzy would go there. Eva would go to Toxic Rats. Tyler's on Mutant Maggots. These two are probably like the closer ones, but I feel like because Justin didn't care about his face, he lags behind like a tiny bit behind someone else. Lashana gets on Toxic Rats. Now Cody's a pretty speedy guy. He's a speedy little guy, so he's probably just make it the Mutant Maggots. And finally, Justin makes it. Then probably Beth. I mean, not Beth. Oh, sorry, I meant Bridget. Bridget, Duncan mentioned that she's athletic and she's good at sports. And also a social threat during season 1, hide and be sneaky. So, I believe that she'd make it. I feel like she's not as fast as Cody because, for example, in IoT and Island of Slaughtered, it does mention Cody's pretty fast, and it's probably true. He's probably a fast guy. So, I feel like he outruns her, but in strength, he's hella stronger. So, yeah. Then comes DJ. And then Trent's an average guy. He'd probably just make it here. So next, I believe Beth would probably make it. Because she's a lot more athletic compared to these guys. Then Zeke, because he said he had that training, and he probably still has a bit of feral shit inside him. So, yeah, he's so slow, like he usually is. But yeah. Then we get Noah. And Harold in Big Sleep. He was last because he said he had like a medical condition or something like that, which probably would get into play during this. So Harold's last. And these are the teams from Bigger Battle and Brutaler. So yeah. So I'm pretty sure, thinking about the teams, this team had the trampoline, and this team, I forgot what I forgot. I don't know. But he's fucking crazy enough to like get that trampoline, jump really high, get on there, and like she did with the rope, she probably could have just bit it off, making it fall. And knowing this guy's luck, it falls on Tyler's head. It crushes Tyler. Like, he's okay, but like, yeah, it'd just be really funny to see that. And then for this team, okay, let's just be honest, Eva's pulling that shit down. If she can beat up a fucking Sasquatch, she can most likely rip a totem easily. Like, even if it's giant, still. So, they both slide down, and, Izzy talked about with her, wait, no, that's not related, shit, fucking wrong thing. But, this team has less people, but this team has less weight, because, like, DJ, Lashana, if you know what I mean, Justin, Eva, they bring more, like, muscle mass, and, big. Well, not really as that big as big back, fat ass. So, yeah, it kind of just depends. Now, because Tyler's like, yeah, hold on, wrong thing. But, I feel like because they're lighter, sure, these guys have less people. Holy fuck. But sure, these guys have more people, but these guys have a lot more weight, which should slow them down a lot more compared to, like, the amount of people. So I feel like this team wins. Because Izzy's probably gonna fucking bomb once again, and she's gonna explode their way to crash into, like, the hotel. Like, because I'm not giving one of the teams the mansion, or whatever the fuck it was. So Izzy probably just knocks it down, giving this team the victory. And this team loses. So who would they vote out? Because Eva's fucking carrying. Lashana's peak. DJ's too nice. So it's probably down to these three. But overall, I feel like Justin gets a marshmallow before these two. I know he's laziness. And Beth's kind of useless, bro. They understand not to get Beth under the radar like they did during season 2 because she fucking won, I'm pretty sure. Because sure, like, I wanted Duncan to win because he used to be my favorite when I was, like, a little kid. He was literally everyone's favorite, I'm pretty sure. But, did I really spend 10 minutes on the first episode? God, I take forever. Let's just skip. So, Noah, because his title and, for some reason, his description in the wiki is the schemer. I'm gonna say that he schemes, like, because there's not really much of a main villain I can think of. He probably wouldn't really be much of a main villain. Eva, let's face it, she's gonna get out before marriage. It won't be really that useful. I feel like Noah's the only option out of them all. Because we already had Justin, that flopped. These two probably aren't villains. You're probably gonna get out before merge, I think. Harold's too much of a good guy. Zeke doesn't want to get fucking first out, which he wasn't get out early once again. Bridget's too much of a nice guy. Tyler is a fucking sweetheart. Cody's not really that much of a bad guy. And then Trent, he's probably gotten a lot better. He's probably taking pills again, you know. And Izzy's probably like both. So yeah, I'm gonna say Noah should like it because also his title's schemer. So I'm gonna say he gets Beth out by like he manages to get Justin's vote talking about how Beth has lost attraction to him. Probably get an Eva bringing up Team E-Scope and how they are at least aren't on like bad terms and all that or some shit. And I don't think these three. I feel like these two might vote together or these two, which because these two are getting more like friendly with each other, she'd get him the vote. And I don't think these two are voting together, so Beth just gets fucked over. Oh, and plus Beth kind of revealed Lashana, so I think she probably doesn't really like Beth that much for it. Even if she feels bad for it. Beth is the reason why she had to feel bad. The reason why she was hated, technically. Like, also herself, but kind of also Beth. So, yeah. Beth is out. Now, Truth or Laser Shark? Oh, now, I'm not really sure this challenge would really work. Because we already know, like, a lot more about the contestants. So, I'm probably just going to rename this the Obstacle. I don't know what to name it. So I'm just going to rename this challenge because, well, there's not really much of a point of Truth or, well, technically Shark, but Truth or, like exposing your truths and all that. There's not really much of a reason for that. But we already know a lot about these guys. You're hunted by this RCMP. You fucking aren't on drugs. Your full name is Cody Emmett Jameson Anderson. You're probably fucking stupid and brain dead. Well, not as much as someone here, but like in these two. But like you're still kind of fucking brain dead. Not as much though. You're a bit smarter than them. I don't really know what they reveal about him. Harold's like, gosh, guys, like they probably has to reveal like, I went to Steve's magic camp, Steve's ninja camp, Steve's cooking camp, Steve's existing camp. Fucking Steve everything, bro. Ezekiel, I don't really know what he revealed. He was anger issues. DJ's, secret recipe for, his sandwiches. I don't really think Chris would want to reveal Noah's scheming because he's looking for a main villain this season. Because, like, the more villainous people, they aren't really here anymore. We kind of got rid of them. We wiped their faces out of the universe. And plus, we're kind of running out of villains, so I decided to make Noah one, I guess. Like, he's still a good guy, but, like, he's gonna do a lot more villainous shit. And, there's not really much you could reveal So I feel like it'd just be the obstacle course. Someone has to sit out here, so it's Izzy would probably go. Bridget's a bit athletic. Tyler's clumsy, but like if they give him a stage that doesn't really require too much stuff, then like he could probably cook. Cody's crafty and like careful enough to like make it across. Trent's feeling better now, and he's not bad at challenges. It's between these two because Harold's condition, and then Ezekiel's just a fucking screw up. So I'm just gonna say Harold goes. Ezekiel's just going here for now. So yeah. But which team do I think? I feel like because this team won last time, they don't need to get the glasses. So this team has a disadvantage with the glasses. Unlike in Canada where both teams got the glasses, only this team gets the glasses. I mean, Tyler doesn't get fucked over. So let's look at the order. I don't remember the challenges fully much, so I'm just gonna like shut my eyes and do this. So yeah. Alright, and holy fuck. Yeah, this is Harold's last. So it goes Tyler, Izzy, Cody, Bridget, Trent, Harold. And for this team, hold on. Let me shut my eyes. Eva, Justin, Noah, DJ, Lashana. So yeah, I feel like these two could get the thing done relatively fast. And based on the race, I'm not gonna make Tyler slip again. And I did say Tyler was in the lead until he fell on his face before he got to the finish line. And Eva stepped on his head during when she got to the finish line. FYI, those were fun. But Tyler beats it first. Then Eva's like a millisecond later. Izzy just fucking destroys Justin. Justin catches up. Cody, I mentioned, is a lot more like fast and crafty and shit like that compared to Noah, who got second to last. So Cody beats him, and then like 2 minutes later, DJ gets it. By the time DJ gets it, Bridget already beats her thing. It's on Trent. Oh wait. Oh fuck, it's 5 people. Meaning it's final stage right now. DJ manages to clutch up before Trent can go. And Lashana gets there. So just give me a second. So I'm back. I decided to pull up my wheel that I used for the randomized cast. I already decided all the casts for like every season. If I do every season. But like in case I did that. So yeah, it's all gone. So I got Trent and Lashana on the wheel. Whoever it lands on wins the challenge. The wheel fucking hates toxic rats. So, yeah. Mutant Maggots, once again, they win. They have 7 people. They're meant to lose. But no, they have 7 people. This isn't even to happen. This team loses. I feel like they would blame it on Lashana. Lashana or Noah. And Noah's a fucking schemer, so she uses, he decides to get, I feel like he made an alliance with Justin this time, which, both of them think they're using the other. Like, Justin thinks he's using Noah, Noah thinks he's using Justin. They're both using each other, basically. And he can probably convince Eva, because, like, the beef with Lashana, because remember, Lashana beat Eva in the log rolling challenge, which caused her elimination first in the merge. So I feel like he can manage to get votes on Lashana, which gets her out, because it was either him or Lashana, and he knew that. Because Justin didn't really mess up that much. It was kind of his fault that DJ had a clutch up, which he somehow managed to do that, and he was gonna fucking carry them all. So yeah. Now Ice Ice Baby. Now for the climbing, so the only one who made the TD World Total Time World Tour Final 4 is Cody. And Cody did pretty good at climbing. I suck at climbing because I don't really climb much. I'm living like a more suburban area, not really much like climbing activities. And plus, I already sucked at climbing, like, rock walls and shit like that, because I got horrible balance anyways. So, yeah. Cody kind of cucked up there. Izzy is easily doing that. Cody probably could do it. Zeke with the more feral instincts and probably climb up pretty fast. I'm just mentioning 3 people that I know would make it pretty fast. Now, DJ, having long arms, he's probably grabbing Noah, like, on his back, because, like, he's a big guy, he can take it. I'm sure he lost the climbing challenge, but he wasn't that far behind from Gwen. It was just that, the back of her pants got, ripped off, revealing her ass, so, like, yeah. That kind of screwed him up, but he wasn't that far behind Gwen. He just wasn't able to pass her, because, well, if he did, he'd basically have to shove her off the thing, and DJ's too much of a mama's boy to do that shit. So I feel like he manages to make it up first for his team. Actually, no, Eva makes it first, along with these 2. Justin worries about his face getting hurt, so he's slowly climbing. Now, Bridget is good at sports. Trent's average, so he probably wouldn't make it pretty fast. And Harold eventually makes it. Now, Tyler, he's fucking clumsy. He'd fall, he'd get blown up, probably beat up by that massive beetle. And Justin's too scared. But eventually, because of Justin's cowardice, Tyler probably would eventually make it up, clutching up for his team. And, it's easily these guys getting the better, castle compared to these guys. So, yeah. Now, for assignments, Eva is probably assigning everything, giving Noah and DJ defense, Justin attacking, and Eva grabbing the snowballs, grabbing the flag and going back, because Eva could, / melting the thing, because Eva could easily do that, because she just walks through the snowballs. So, yeah, no matter what these guys do, even Izzy's, like, probably the only problem, but, like, Eva can probably just grab Izzy, throw her in the water, like, what happened to Sam when he fell, and then, she gets frozen up, and no one here would make a mirror. Like, maybe, like, Cody or Harold would think of one, but, like, otherwise, I don't see it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, these 3 have, like, a 3-personal, yeah. So, Toxic Rats win their first fucking challenge for once. So, yeah. It's these eliminations. So, I'm going to talk about the team dynamics now. Because I'm not really talking about much interactions, because, well, there's not really much to talk about for interactions. So, okay. And I'm so sorry if this seems really, really long. Because at this point, when I make it to episode 6, I'm going to be recording for an hour. And then I'm going to have to be recording for another hour just to finish. I'm just cooked. There's no way I can do that before I get interrupted. So, this might be like a 3-parter, with first 2 parts just being this. Hopefully not a 4-parter, but otherwise it might be a 4-parter. So, yeah. So, these 3 have a 3-person alliance. Tyler's probably low. Tyler is close with Cody and Harold, based on, like, the Japan episode, and, yeah. I feel like he's not closer to these guys, so he'd probably get added, because they realize, oh, fuck, wait, we ain't got Justin no more, so they probably get Tyler the half majority. Ezekiel's feral shit probably could save him a bit. Now, it's between Izzy, I feel like it's between these 3, and it'd probably be Bridget, because, well, she didn't really climb in time, so it's probably, like, 3 votes Tyler, no, 2 votes Tyler, 1 vote, let's just say Harold, 1 vote Harold, and then 4 votes Bridget. So, yeah. So, next up is Jeepers Creepers. Or is it Creepers Jeepers? I don't fucking know. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it's Jeepers Creepers. So, yeah. So, I don't really remember much about this episode, but, like, the spider, instead of being Izzy, would probably be Sierra. Now, let me cook here. Both of them are pretty crazy. Both of them are insanely athletic, can be pretty agile, etc. Sierra's just Izzy, but made it further. That's literally just Sierra. Oh, and she also has a crush on Cody on the literal pervert geeky guy instead of big back queso fat ass guy. So yeah. So Sierra, she'd probably go try and find Cody. So Noah probably gets caught because like she's angry like, girl, you kissed my Cody in TDI, remember that? And probably she most likely would find Ezekiel. I don't know why. I feel like she just find him randomly. JJ would probably get scared and he'd run out into the forest. Just by hearing like a little creak, he just runs out of the forest like, ah! Ah! Like screaming. I can make a good DJ scream, so yeah. She probably just catches Justin on the way. And then for this team, Izzy probably goes off on her own. She ain't doing the challenge. She's like too chaotic for that shit. Tyler's clumsy, so he'd probably just like get cooked. Now Harold would probably separate from these guys. And when they're in the cave, Sierra finds Cody. So she fucking destroys Trent. Probably like shoving him, like making him hit a rock. His leg, his foot, like hits the rock. It's in like extreme pain. So he's probably like automatically caught. And then she fucking grabs Cody, unmasks herself. No, she probably shoves him inside the suit and starts making out with him as he screams in fucking pain. Like, which, technically, Eva's, like, the only survivor. So she's like, fuck you guys. And gets out of the cave, like, Bess, don't I technically just fucking, like, win automatically? Because, like, fuck nah, hell no, you ain't winning that easy, macho woman. So he gets Sierra and promises that he kind of berates Sierra, because I have an idea. Sierra was offered, because Cody's in the season, to join this season if she managed to catch everyone. Nope, she was too busy making out with Cody. And plus, he would probably fucking destroy her. So, yeah. Sierra, bye. And, yeah, Toxic Rats, once again, they win. But here's the thing, would anyone quit? Because I'm not really sure if anyone would quit. Like, there's not really much people I can think that would really quit here. So I'm just gonna say it's like, like sometimes like in TRD, for example, like Total Roblox Drama, when you vote someone out, it's a team swap. I feel like that instead would happen because this team necessarily has to be a team swap. So, yeah. So basically, it's these four against these guys, and I feel like they find more value in Izzy. But instead, whoa, holy fuck, oh my god, my thing's hiking. But yeah, Ezekiel swaps teams. Bye bye, Jeepers Creepers. The Backstabbers are holy. I have an idea for this episode. So instead, you know the back trick Noah did? I feel like he instead would frame it on either. Oh my fucking god. He'd probably either frame it on Izzy or Justin. Justin to betray him because he probably realized that Justin's using him. And Eva because she's a really big threat and he senses the merge coming soon based on how much cast is left. Because he thinks that the merge is going to be in 2 episodes. Because usually there's like a big amount of merge. So, yeah. What the fuck? Sorry, I accidentally pulled up like fucking Grubhub. Or something like that. So, yeah. But overall, I feel like he uses it on Justin because he realizes Justin's fucking using me. So I feel like his original plan is Eva until he overhears a confessional. But Justin saying, hey, I'm gonna use that squarehead fucking geeky nerd bookworm guy. He's such an easy target. So stupid too. So yeah. Now for the first challenge, Izzy would volunteer the dive. And Eva would probably also dive. And because of the race, Evil is faster in general, but Izzy do some explosion or some shit like that to actually get no. Instead of an explosion, I use way too much explosions with Izzy. She used like some vine to swing past Eva. So I feel like in a foot race, I feel like Eva would beat Izzy. So yeah. I forgot what the advantage was, but yeah. So I feel like the shooters for the challenge would probably be Ezekiel, because he says like, "Oh yeah, hey, I got experience shooting in the farm, eh?" And probably Cody, because like he's the most coordinated on the team. Like, Trent's just an average dude, so he's probably not too bad. Izzy probably hit like the other team. Harold would probably calculate way too long and make it past the goals. And Tyler's really uncoordinated. Heck, I saw like a swap at you at one point where Tyler, instead of being uncoordinated but athletic and strong, is weak as fuck but insanely coordinated. So holy fuck. So he's actually really uncoordinated in the second cannon. So I feel like Cody would be the shooter, and because Cody probably has played many arcade games, unlike Ezekiel, who mainly used a crossbow, thinking like, "Hey, I thought I used a crossbow. Eh?" And Cody's like, "Oh fuck yeah, this reminds me of like some fucking zombie game I played or something like that. I don't know, maybe like a Resident Evil like." Look, I don't really know much arcade games names, really. So yeah, I feel like Cody would mainly shoot the targets and wouldn't sabotage. So yeah. So I feel like Cody would do this, and then Noah's plan works, getting Justin out, which steals a paprika that DJ had. Ezekiel's crossbow. Noah put his own book in there to make it look like he was the only one saved, to make Justin look even more sus. Then Eva's dumbbells, which it'd be really funny if it took like an hour, because Noah's weak as hell. It took him like an hour, like 30 minutes to like get it. So yeah. Justin gets fucked. A runaway model. And I feel like Harold would probably make the Yeti mad. Lindsay still's here. So instead, I feel like, so let's just get the first part of the challenge. There's not really much need for it. DJ probably does the fashion part for his team. Harold probably does it for his team. Because there's really no fashion people. The only people I could think of fashion would, like, be these three. Because Beth is like a nerd, he's like a girly girl and shit like that, but not like a popular one and stuff like that. So yeah, she probably gets cooked. So she got cooked instantly. Shauna probably would know more about fashion compared to these guys. And then Bridget probably knows, like, not as much as Shauna, but still would probably know a lot more than these guys. So I feel like DJ's just the only option I can think of, because he's more of like a non-guy. He doesn't really feel as much like a guy. Well, these guys, well, too, but, like, I feel like DJ's a lot more in touch with the feminine side. Like, like, back in the day, like, in 2012, women were still more associated with not trying to sound sexist or anything like that, but, women were a lot more associated with, like, being in the house, and men were more associated with being and, like, working and all that. So I feel like DJ would probably have gotten, like, girl tips from his mom, because, like, he's, like, a mama's boy. I don't even think he grew up with a father. Which is why in Total Drama World Tour, instead of listening to Heather, he listened to Alejandro, because he's kind of missing that male authority in his life, that male figure, the father figure in his life. So, yeah. And Harold probably, like, screws over the Yeti or some shit like that, causing the Yeti kidnap Lindsay. Now, Izzy, Trent, and Cody all tried. So I feel like these three tried doing what Sam did. And I was like, yeah, I'm fucked this challenge. GG's. Now, Cody would probably pull up some gamer move, but it's like he'd probably make it to nearly to the top, but the Yeti fucking Sparta kicks him off, causing him to land on top of him. Just to be funny, no shit, land on top of Noah. Causing some gay-ass moment with them, like a kiss by accident. That would be really funny. And knowing Total Drama, they'd probably do that. Trent probably, like, gets, like, to the middle, and Izzy probably falls off on her own. And Harold probably would just get out. So I feel like Tyler, because it's his girlfriend, would actually, like, fucking lock in. Like, Eva probably is, like, stomping way too hard. She causes a hole in the ground that pulls her in and falls off. Which she falls on DJ, and then DJ falls on Ezekiel. And then Tyler fucking locks in for once. And, he saves Lindsay. So, yeah. Me and Maggots win. So, by the way, this part's going, if I get time, maximum either Treasure Island of Dr. McLean or Grand Chef Otto. I don't think I'm doing this. Definitely not this. And hella not the finale. And by the way, it's not called Brains versus Bronze because, like, why would it be called that? Unless we have, like, Eva or Tyler or Cody, Harold, or Noah in the finale. Otherwise, it can't really be called that. So, yeah. These guys lose, and Noah, realizing that he's on the outs, knows that he has to get either DJ or Eva out. And he thinks about getting Eva out, but realizes, wait a fucking minute. No, she probably beat me and Ezekiel, because I feel like he goes up to Ezekiel, manages to manipulate him, because Ezekiel is so, like, Ezekiel's smart. He's actually really smart. But, like, he lacks the awareness of, like, the average human being homeschooled and shit like that. So, he probably gets manipulated by Noah pretty easily. And causing a tie between DJ and, Ezekiel. So, because this is fashion related, instead I feel like Chris found the Yeti thing fun. So instead he gets Chef to act like the Yeti. Instead makes another Donkey Kong esque tiebreaker challenge, which Ezekiel with the feral instincts instead realizes, wait, if I go up there while DJ's going, I'm gonna get blocked off. So he decides, using the feralness, like the old feral shit about him, he decides to climb up, which is a lot easier for him because Chef doesn't notice him climbing. Instead of focusing only on DJ. So DJ gets fucked over. Before they leave, Eva's about to crash out at Noah, but DJ calms her down. And yeah. So Eva's probably cooked without DJ here. So mine is a terrible thing to waste. Now, would this really be a double elimination? I ain't too sure, honestly. Because, like, I don't know, why would they make it a double elimination? No one here would really quit. So, yeah. So, during the mine thing, Tyler's probably loud enough to cause, like, the cave-in, like lightning did. Ezekiel probably just naturally knows his ways around the mines. And just so this team doesn't become a two-person team. Because I really don't want that right now. And I don't really remember much of this episode. And I don't want, like, 50 minutes of this. Me and Maggots lose. Now, Izzy's probably, like, fucking cooked. Izzy's fucked. So, now, Tyler realizes also that Tyler realizes, using two neurons in his brain, the two, like, neurons on his brain, realizes that, well, oh, fuck, I'm gonna get out next out of these three, because they were all in a band at one point. They're all pretty good friends. So, yeah. He probably goes to Izzy, like, using the two brain cells that he has to connect, and tries asking for them to have, like, to get, Trent out. Because, well, because Tyler's much closer to Harold and Cody, and they have more chances of forgiving him compared to Tyler. I mean, compared to Trent, because these two didn't really talk much. So, yeah. So, I feel like Izzy doesn't really want to get out and tells her that they're voting her out. So, it works. Izzy destroys Trent. She hella destroys Trent, man. Because, like, if it was against, like, Harold or Noah or Cody, heck, even Tyler, like, 50% of the time, Trent could probably win. But since it's Izzy, yeah, he's cooked. And finally, the final part for this episode, the Treasure Island of Dr. McLean. Now, the rafting part, Eva probably carries this team, while Tyler uses his strong fingers and, like, his fast, like, legs in general, just push the team while Izzy and Harold row. Which, Harold's kind of forcing Tyler to, like, because he tried to punish Tyler for betraying them. And Tyler, he's still a sweetheart. He's, like, he feels really guilty about this. So, yeah. So he listened to Harold's orders and shit like that. So, I feel like these two teams make it at equal times. But because these two are a lot slower compared to this team, let's just say that they both go the same way. And shit like that, so that I can get this done with, because I don't really remember much of this episode either. This team makes it to the merge. This entire team. So leaving these three, and Noah realizes, oh, wait a minute, we have 7 people left. Chris has to make it merge, like, the next episode, or else we're gonna have a 5 or 4-person merge. And that would go really bad for Chris, for ratings. So he decides to string along Ezekiel one last time, and we'll Eva out. So, yeah. This concludes part 1. You guys probably didn't like this. It was kind of, like, really long. Not really much interactions and shit like that. Because, like, there's not really much I could talk about. But, yeah. Y'all probably ain't gonna be interested. But if y'all somehow do get interested, next part's probably gonna come, like, next week or some shit like that. And, Randomized Island, I have episode 7 made already. Like, I have, the Boney Island episode made. It's actually really short. Heck, it's like 6 or 7 minutes. I did not mean to say 6, 7. I just said 6 or 7, okay? If I see fucking Hawk in my comments saying 6, 7, or LDM, I swear to fucking God, I'm going to hunt you guys down or write fanfics about you like I did with the soup to torture him. Because he didn't play because he decided to leave when I was training him in Forsaken. So, yeah. Anyways, later, I'm pretty tired. I'm probably gonna try getting some rest right now. So, yeah. Bye!